It would have changed things. You know,
Gotcha.
I don't know if you win or not, but it changes things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like that especially is where I feel so incredibly helpless when we're just rallying wings and then he somehow gets an advantage and then I'm just behind, trying to battle back,
Never
unable to
underestimate the
do so.
power of the counter.
Okay.
It's pretty important.
And I need to be more on top of getting that patch down.
See, my buddy Shuey wants to play. Cool. I'm gonna have Shuey and Run play, and you and me are gonna watch. Okay?
Okay.
Give your hands a little bit of a break, because I know banelings can be a little bit stressful. And I don't actually know what Shuey's gonna do. So if he does anything other than Speedling Expand, then we can just focus on what Run does. And if he does Speedling Expand, it'll give us a good chance to kind of observe the dynamic of how these builds play against each other.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I'm actually just going to watch your perspective, I feel like.
No, I wouldn't advise that because I bounce
Yeah?
around a lot. I think you should just kind of observe as best you can. I'll try to point out pertinent things. Give you a chance to click around and have some fun with it and ask questions.
Okay.
So if you're just watching what I see, then you might, you know, by watching, by putting your own perspective. Fuck, what am I trying to say? You might catch something that I don't that you want to ask about.
Gotcha. Yeah. My initial thought is just that you know what to be looking at significantly more than I do.
Not really. I'm as much a student of this game as you are, if not more so.
You know what they say, the day that you stop learning, or the day that you think that you've learned everything is the day that you will fail. Student for life.
That's right. Well said, sir.
Yeah,
So,
something like
first
that.
for both
Anyways.
these guys. So if we don't see Speedling Expand, then we're going to see a one-base play.
Okay.
Ugh.
So do you feel like in that last game, so why am I going to try and get banelings whenever he is going in baneling? Why am I not going to try and go for early roaches?
You can cut the baneling corner and you can go to roach. It's possible.
Okay. They come later, I'm sure.
They come later, and you're always going to have more lings than roaches. Now, he gets 2 lings per larva, you get 1 roach per larva. And roaches are very slow.
Yes,
and what
especially
often happens,
slow roaches.
Yeah, what often happens is that you find these situations where you're able to make 3 to 7 roaches per injection cycle. They're also expensive. You just don't get as many of them out. So you get a few roaches, and he has a lot of lings, and he forces you to choose between defending your hatchery or defending your ramp. And what I mean by that is, if you look here on Zelnaga, the ramp is a long distance from where the hatchery is, right?
Most definitely. And it's so open, you're natural.
So if you send speedlings to attack the hatchery, then he has to send roaches down to defend that, thus exposing the ramp and allowing speedlings to run up into the main and do damage elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Now on tighter maps, going to roach might be a little bit safer. And then certainly, we've seen top players go to roach straight away and be successful, like Nest T. He does that crap on Scrap Station and wins games.
I've never actually watched Nest T play.
He's pretty good at ZvZ.
You would simply assume.
Possibly the best in the world.
Okay, so I see we got Chewy going for a roach horn, and
yep, and
Run
he's
is just chilling with his hatch.
Roach. Yep, and Run's doing his normal thing.
I don't know that this works out very well in game, but I did a funny little experiment where I tried to do one base roach to the best of my abilities, and I had my friend just build +1 Zerglings and nothing else, and he absolutely crushed me. Like 80 Zerglings to like 25 roaches, and it wasn't even close.
Sounds like your positioning was shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to.
That shouldn't work out, right? The roach is able to
if
handle.
you don't get surrounded, then you know, and if you have upgrades.
Okay.
But I mean, if
Yeah,
if he has,
they were +1 roaches with burrow and.
well, then why don't you just burrow?
I did. He had an oversteer.
Okay.
I mean, it was just an experiment, wasn't a real game.
Yeah. That should not have gone in your friend's favor.
Okay. So the roaches should be okay against Massey.
Yes, they should be. If nothing else, you can park them on a ramp and be safe in that regard. So run
Okay.
is.
So does run really have that many more links than Shui in that
It's not astronomical, but what you're seeing here is Shui's transitioning into roach production, and Run's going to find that, or he's going to find that he's just not able to make enough stuff. Now, a roach speedling attack can be really super effective because, like we said, roaches will overkill attacking zerglings.
Okay.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. A roach speedling attack, well, regardless, a roach speedling attack can be good. Now, in this situation, I don't think it's going to work out because he's just not going to have enough stuff. But we'll see. I might end up eating my words here.
Okay, and Run is, he's seen the roaches, but he's put down a baleen nest almost either he didn't cancel it in time or he just did it in spite of that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he let the baleen nest finish.
Okay.
And here you're going to kind of see the strength of these roaches. But like you said, I didn't think he had enough stuff, and he doesn't. The lanes run over
so
it.
he's going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, he's up the creek without a paddle, as we say.
And Run already has his hatch down and is just rallying mad moves.
Yep.
Okay. So this is probably not going to be good for Shui.
I don't think Shui can hold this hatchery.
Okay. And if you lose the hatch, you.
Yep.
Not in a good position.
Now Run should just go right back and hit the hatch as he is doing. And he's rallying more units down, and this should be the nail in the coffin. The proverbial nail in the coffin. Now, at this point, banelings would be to great benefit for Run. He can make 2 banelings, and Shui would never be able to engage. That's exactly what he's doing.
So yeah, I noticed Run did this against me. He made them while he was attacking the hatchery. Right up against it.
So what if he's playing well, he's going to just control the banelings and just park them on the ramp, and now Shui can't come down.
Okay, and then he can kill that hatch for free, basically.
Yep.
So he's
going to use the banelings to engage the drones. It's going to work out because he has just enough stuff. He could have used that baneling to kill those lings, and this would have been a different story. He is still going to get the hatch, though.
Oh, sorry. Missed message.
That is okay. So this is, in fact, exactly why we say that that banelings is the natural transition, and this is exactly why we say going straight to roach is dangerous. It puts that hatchery in jeopardy.
So, I don't ever really go one base roach. Do you feel like it's a good strat? I mean, because when I see somebody going one base roach, I don't really have a hard time holding it off. I just put a hatch down and build a lot more units than he does.
Yeah, I feel the same way. A very super well executed one base roach timing attack can be dangerous, and we're going to actually talk about that with Machine this week.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, you guys, we're doing ZvZ this week, aren't we?
Yep.
I say we because I watch all of the.
Tonight at 7, tomorrow at 4, Wednesday and Thursday at 6.
Excellent. It's going to be a good week for me.
Me too. But not as good as next week.
What's next week?
Next week is week 6, the halfway point. Midterms, so to speak.
And what is that going to be?
Oh, it's special.
Okay, so you don't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Not just yet.
It's okay. I do really want to know, but I can live with it.
Drizzle says, what tourney is this? I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Okay, so what is your overall summary rundown assessment of how that game went and why Run was successful?
Shui tried to cut the corner. He tried to go for roaches. He tried to skip the baneling step and expand at the same time. We talked about this with Machine a while ago. If you're gonna go roach, you cannot expand until you have roach speed.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it again. If you're gonna go roach, you cannot expand until you have roach speed. Machine said this months ago, literally.
Yes, I remember it.
The reason is because you can't defend the hatchery without mobility. The speedlings are too mobile. So
if you're going to go roach, you better just kind of turtle up till you have enough roaches to be okay against the wings.
Exactly. So.
Okay, so here's a question. Let's say you do go roaches, and you have quite a few roaches, but he has a ton of wings. Say you don't want your roaches to get surrounded, but I mean, moving across a map, especially one as big as Zelnaga, you don't have a lot of cover, positioning, like terrain to use to your advantage, I feel like.
Right. I agree.
So how are you going to keep from all of those lings just eating up your roaches?
By having enough roaches to engage that shit.
Okay. So you have to have a lot of roaches.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Run play against another guy.
Okay.
And we're going to watch one more, and then we'll put you up for the next game. And see if with all your observations, we'll see if in light of all these new observations, your play has been able to improve some.
Gotcha. That would be good.
We're doing a little studying. It's a study session.
Okay. This has been a really good lesson so far.
I'm glad
I feel like
that
I'm
you
learning
feel that
quite
way.
a bit about ZvZ.
Be sure to tune in at 7 for Strife Crow, who apparently has the sickest ZvZ on the whole EG roster.
Yeah, I was actually trying to figure out who you were going to have for ZvZ this week.
Yep, it is EG Strife Crow.
Okay. You got Strife Crow, you're going to get Machine back on.
He's coming on Thursday.
Is
we're
Chef
having
going to play with you?
Chef on Wednesday.
Excellent. I absolutely love Chef, and I'm so happy that you got him on the stream.
Me too. He is awesome.
I have a horrible man crush on him.
He's a very, very sexy nerd. So, yeah, he'll be back Wednesday, and I'm sure we'll bring him back hopefully a couple more times before the whole season's over. But you know what? He will not be on next week.
Okay. See, now I'm so curious.
I'm excited to make the announcement, because next week's going to be so cool.
Good. I can't even imagine what you're going to do. I mean, you've done ZVP, ZVZ, ZVT. What else is there?
ZV Orc.
Although I'll have to say the one you did with Cats is probably my favorite.
Cats is awesome too. That's another guy that I do want to bring back. I wanted to bring him back on this week, but we're doing ZvZ, and he just said he doesn't really like talking about ZvZ, so I'm going to hold off and bring him back for a ZVP session.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's his favorite matchup.
His stream is probably by far my favorite to watch. It's the most entertaining.
Gee, thanks.
Oh, well. Besides your stream, obviously.
Of course. Obviously.
An actual stream.
All right, let's talk about the game at hand.
Yeah.
F Hero has gone Speedlings, or it looks like he's going to be going Speedlings. Run is doing the Run build, which is Speedling Expand. We've seen every single game.
Yep, he seems to really favor it, and I honestly don't see a reason to do anything else at this point. Not for me, anyways.
It's a great build.
Yeah.
Oh no, I forgot about Callus. You're right. I'm sorry, Callus. I'll let you play in the last game against Valor. The final boss. Callus. So you see Run going down to one drone mining gas. Up on the Bowman side, looks like he's gonna continue mining gas. This might be one base banelings.
Okay.
And this is going to be a good lesson too if he does go one base banelings, because and that's what he's going to do, because we get to see how this Speedling Expand kind of overpowers one base baneling.
I mean, this is great. I'm so happy that Run is continuing to do this, and that this is actually happening, because that's always what I want to